Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Woo, if y'all knew how I just made it here. Good morning, good morning. Happy freaking, what's today? Wednesday, y'all. We have made it to the halfway point. Let me give y'all the vibes as I'm just, listen, I tell you, I barely made it here, but I am here, y'all. So what do I always start out saying? Hey, Ghost. Hey, Chef Lamar. Hey, Sir, Sir Theo. Hey, Uhu. Good morning. Let's see what we got. Wake up, brother, gonna rise the sun. Step two. Get some good, some food in you. Step three. Grow hard about what you want to be. Come on in. Hey, Zen. Good morning, boo. Hey. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. What? Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Hey, come on in, Facebook. Come on in, YouTube. Hey, Interior Rue. Hey, One Reliable Sin. What? I try to do this every day. It's called replication. What? What? Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. All right, come on in here, Zan. We're gonna give you some. What? Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Listen, life ain't easy, y'all. Ups and downs, just like every different season. Sometimes I'm high, sometimes I'm barely breathing. But what? Negative thoughts. Get these words. What? When you really crying inside, I'ma fake it till I make it, but you smiling. Yeah. That operated cadence, one day at a time, is how you operate a cadence, y'all. From all the shit that caused. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Pat. Get these words. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness through my best, but I'll take it. What? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 You know, I say this a lot, but today I'm feeling really good. I am. Not every day I'm feeling really good, but today I'm feeling really good. Right? I am. Zen, my friend. Listen, y'all, on Coffee with Friends. We have a Coffee with Friends member who's having a hectic day, a hectic moment, needs some words of positivity. Let's give it to him, right? Let's give the words of positivity. I always say, no matter what, it's going to be a good day, even when we have bad days. But when I play this song and when I sing these lyrics, it doesn't mean to say that we have to ignore the bad days, right? And never face the bad days, right? We need to face the bad days. But as we are facing the bad days and as we are feeling outside of our normal selves, our happy selves, right? Know that it's only a hump in the road. Hey, Chef, I have gone through so many freaking humps in the road. Let me tell y'all. It amazes me when I look back in my life, okay? And I look at all the obstacles that I had to come through. And baby, I don't even know sometimes how I got through them shits. Let me tell you, we are a resilient people. We get through a lot of shit. We do. The one thing we have to do is learn when we get through the shit, right? Did we really get through the shit or did we walk around the shit, right? A lot of times we walk around our problems thinking they're going to go away. But I have learned the hard way that ignoring them shits don't make them shits go away. You got to deal with them. All right, no matter how hard it is. So Zen, I don't know what's got you, you know, down today, but we got you. All right. All right. Johnny Hill say yes. As I love y'all. As Zen, we got you. Know that trouble don't last long. It's rough going through it, but there is beauty on the other side. I love y'all. It is beauty on the other side, right? And take peace in knowing that, hopefully you have a support system. That's the one thing that I rest in. Like, I feel like I have people in my life that love me and care about me. And so I didn't always feel like that. And so I struggled for a really long time. Zen said mental health is so important. We need to talk about it so much more than we do today. Yes, I talk about it a lot. Zen, I don't even know if you know, right? And today is question and opinions day. So today is one of those days we can ask any question and you take our opinion. You don't have to like it, but we're going to respect it, right? Because that's what opinions about. Opinions, aka assholes, right? But Zen, I don't even know if you knew when I was working right next to you at TD Waterhouse and then TD Ameritrade. I forget at what point you came. Ameritrade, I think you came in. There was a point I was taking antidepressants, right? And you know how I am, right? I was coming to work. My son got arrested. You found out my son got arrested at some point because let me tell you what I used to do. I used to go visit my son in the Hooskow, and Zen lives up near where my son used to be in the Hooskow. And so after the Hooskow, I would go and hang out with Zen for a period of time, right? Hang out at his house or whatever. Um, but there, I was on antidepressants, and depression is a big deal. Mental illness altogether is a big deal, and we hide it. And I hid it at TD. I was on these antidepressants, but you know me, I came. Yep. See, Zen. Oh my God. Zen, you see me, I come to work. I was always bubbly, laughing, joking, always in my good spirits, right? And then at some point, you realized that my son was in a Hooskow, and I started to visit you after I went to jail. Yeah, Zen, after I went to the jail. Zen said, put on your feel me clothes. Damn it, Zen. You've been around from the throwback. All right, I got to give y'all the story of put on your feel me clothes. Hey, Glamour 47. So when I used to go visit my son in the Hooskow, they had a dress code, right? You had to wear baggy, saggy stuff. In other words, you couldn't show, that you had a body, the fuck. So we had to go in there looking like potato sacks. And so I used to put my outfits on and call them you feel me clothes, like you feel me. You feel me. And it'd be like, because back in those days, the guys used to wear 3X when they were really a small. All their clothes used to be big, saggy. And I used to be like, you feel me? It just gave me that you feel me vibe. I don't know the fuck. And so I named my jail outfits You Feel Me, the You Feel Me clothes. And so Zen, it's amazing how you remember that. Wow. Wow. I know we got to plan a day for me to come down the highway and have a sip of wine because you and I got to catch up because you've been around since the dusty times. All right. And so I do want to say mental health, Zen, is important to me. It is. Mental health is important to me, and and mental health is the reason, Zen, that I started Coffee with Friends. I don't know if you knew that as well. When the pandemic came in, I was anxious. My anxieties were triggered. I was miserable. I was afraid, right? And I jumped on Facebook and I went live and I was like, hey, y'all, hey, the fuck, talk to me. And that's how it started. So you guys, 2+ years ago, were one of the catalysts that kept my mind right. Believe it or not. That's why this show is so important to me because you do not know what I was going through when I started this show. Yes, Zen, I love you. He said, I always had your back. And he said, and you kept them in your trunk. Yes, I kept my outfits in the trunk in case they turned me down. I could run in my car and change my clothes. Damn. That was a hard time for me, Zen. Even though I was coming to your house after and I was hanging out and shit, that was that was a hard time for me. And people like you, I appreciate. I mean, it take a lot to trust a coworker with the knowledge that your son is in jail and you work for a financial institution where you know they're gonna judge your ass. And I was already blacker than black. I'm not the typical, you know, I'm not the black girl that goes into the office and code switches. Y'all see that comment that I posted, that post that I posted with Tabitha Brown, the network, where they have her cooking show compli- complicated or something like that. And she had an issue with them because they wanted her to code switch. Y'all know what code switch is, right? Code switch is when you fucking take your ass in and you try to blend in with with the other culture. And you try to act like the other culture. You try to conform or whatever, just for the sake of keeping your contract, your professional, position or whatever. Right? And Tabitha Brown basically said, go fuck yourself. I'm not code switching. That's me, y'all. Anybody on this show that has worked with me or still works with me to this day will tell you right the fuck now. The only thing that I don't do at work is drop all these cuss words like this, right? Other than that, everything else you see is me. I don't code switch. Listen, even when I video with my boss, like I used to have this hang up videoing with my boss and my hair being an afro. I don't give a fuck anymore, because you know what I notice when I get when the cameras come on, these white ladies and these white men and Indian ladies and Indian men, they come on and their hair be whatever, right? My hair is kinky. I'm sorry if I'm the only kinky girl, blackety black you got, but you gonna get my hair like whatever too. I'm not afraid. I turn my camera on because you know what? I'm good at what I do. I do my fucking work. The fuck? I'm good at what I do. I build great relationships. People respect me. I get the shit done. Okay? And so I'm not afraid anymore. So Tabitha Brown, good for you. Good for you for standing up for the rest of us and paving the way for others that might get contracts with cooking shows and shit like that. Good for you, Tabitha Brown. Y'all motherfuckers out there in the network world need to stop asking people to code switch. Okay? We love Tabitha Brown from the day one, from the beginning. If y'all had her code switching and changing, she would lose a whole population of people. I do not code switch. You either like this shit or you the fuck don't. And that's my truth. Anybody that work with me, Zen was my coworker. AG is my coworker, right? A few people on here have worked with me. And plenty of y'all on here have been to church with me. I was the same motherfucking way, sitting in the Seventh-day Adventist pew. The fuck? I am me. Hey, Fancy K. Hey, Soulful BBW. So I just want to say, yes, to echo off of Zen, mental health is important, y'all. All right. And for the latecomers coming in, we're just sending out some positivity to Zen, who woke up having a hard day today. All right. We love you. You cried for the third time, and nothing wrong with crying. Get that shit out. Get that shit out. Not me, though. I had a good morning. You know, I almost didn't make it to Coffee with Friends this morning. I'm telling you. I did the walk of shame this morning. Mm-hmm. I did. I liked it though. But I made it, y'all. I fucking made it. It don't matter. I made it. So I'm in a good mood today. Like right the fuck now. I'm in a good mood because I'm feeling good. All right. So good morning. Hey, Amazon 46 Triple D. Shali said, good morning. Number one, good morning. Number two, he needs to plan. Okay. She went right the fuck into the topic. I love it, Shalice. Okay. Let me just tell y'all what the topic is, for IG, Facebook, and YouTube. So we're all on the same page because some of y'all motherfuckers come on here and don't read. Y'all be like, what is the topic? And I'll be like, it's there, y'all. Well, for IG, it's not really there in detail. So IG, I forgive y'all when y'all ask the topic, but YouTube and Facebook, what the fuck is there? And Shalice read it. So the topic today is, first of all, it's not a specific topic today, but I always contribute my topics. Today is question and opinion day. That means that anybody on here can ask a question, ask for opinions, and we give them to you, right? You might not like all the opinions that come your way, but that's the fucking risk you take when you ask us a question. But the one thing we do on here is respect each other's opinion. All right, so let me frame out the topic before I start reading some of the responses. I know, Glamour 47, the walk of shame. Yeah, my mama is here. My mama know. I mean, she's going to be here a month. You don't want me to do the walk of shame for a whole month? Come on, Glamour. Didn't I say to y'all that I like the shit? I still like doing the nasty. Didn't I say that? The fuck? Hey, I am Jacinta. All right. And so the topic today is Under Question and Opinions Day, meaning I'm just giving you my contribution. So yesterday I was playing devil's advocate on Facebook, as I normally do. And I posted, I love that movie Walk of Shame too. It's so good. Yes, right? But I wasn't talking about the movie. I was talking about my actual ass. But I do love the movie. The topic today is, well, my question today is planning a date. I was playing devil's advocate on Facebook yesterday. Some of y'all motherfuckers came out the woodwork and y'all were ready for the shits, but I'm always ready for the shit. So anyway, I said, I might frame it different today, but y'all get the gist. All right. The fuck. All right. Oh, congratulations. Uhu had an interview yesterday, got hired on the spot. I love it. Yes. Yes. Uhu. Uhu got a new job. The fuck? Hopefully it don't mess with the 8 o'clock in the morning. Ma'am, are you still going to be coming to my show? Dag. Hey, protagonist. Planning a date. The man asks the woman, what would you like to do? How many ladies on here, when you're out there dating and a man shows interest in you and he wants to take you out on a date, but he asks you, what would you like to do? How do you feel about that question? All right. When planning a date, do you want him to just plan it and surprise you? Or do you want him to ask you, what is it you like to do? Right? That's the first half of my question. Did y'all get that? Ladies, do you want your man to this prospect, he's not your man yet, this prospect to just plan a date and surprise you? Or do you want him to ask you what types of things you like to do? Right? The lady, if the man takes the lead and plans the date and you go but do not enjoy the event, how do you communicate this to him? Right? He plans the date, he goes out of his way, he plans it, he makes an effort, he picks you up and he takes you out, he tells you he's taking you to dinner, y'all going to a show. You did not like the restaurant and you did not like comedy or whatever the fuck he took you. How do you communicate this at the end of the night? Does he even get any kudos for planning the date? Right? I'm still going. The man, if you ask the lady, what are some things she likes to do, and you ask her to plan it? Yes, I've had men that told me, oh, plan, whatever you want to do, let me know and I'll show up. Right? That I can't do that. It's never going to happen. If you tell me to plan it and just tell you where to be, it won't happen. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm a girly girl, right? And so the man, if the lady does plan the date, if you do happen to find a lady that says, okay, I'll plan the date, since you told me, you'll just show up or, just tell you where we going. She plans the date. Are you still going to pay no matter what the date is? What if the event is not something you're interested in? Or what if the date is expensive? Are you still paying? Are you still going? Let's talk about this because we talk about this pee pee and doodle in the dating pool, but since I've been single, I've had a couple of conversations with some men, and you know, dating is weird. Like nobody plans anything anymore. These men be like, "Well, what? You want to meet up? Yeah. All right, so pick a place and then let me know." And I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm never going to meet this guy because if he's waiting for me to pick a fucking place and tell him where to go, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. See, I like a man. I don't mind you asking me what I like to do, but I feel like if we've been talking on the phone and you've been stalking my social media page, you pretty much know some of the things that I like to do, right? So I like to be surprised. I like a motherfucker to be like, hey, you busy on Tuesday? You busy tonight? You want to go get something to eat? You eat Italian food, the fuck, whatever. Yep. Okay. Be outside at 7 o'clock. All right, motherfucker. I'm out there. I love shit like that. I love a take charge man, but everybody is different. And that's why I brought the question to the table. So let me go through and read. And again, today is question and opinions day. So we're going to be talking about several different topics. All right. So keep up like y'all normally do. All right. And there's no such thing as off topic. Today is question and opinion day. So we can submit any question, anything that you need opinion on or you need help with. That is what today is about. All right. All right. So Shally said, number one, good morning. I'm reading that again. Number two, he needs to plan based on what we've discussed. Right. Because what the fuck are y'all talking about on the phone? Nothing? Right? Okay, I love it. Three, it kind of makes sense to me. Mental makes a difference. So she's into him. She may not see it as small as it is. Oh, you talking about the little dick part. Okay, that's number two submission. Number two submission and question and opinion day is I saw a video where, and I posted it on my page, where the guy said women only like women only think his dick is big when they like him. And I cracked the fuck up because I said as soon as some of y'all motherfuckers get mad, y'all be like that little dick motherfucker. But when y'all were dating him, his dick was all right. It was good to y'all. And then when y'all break up with him, why is he a little dick motherfucker? I need answers, y'all. And some of y'all jumped on the post and admitted that y'all are some of the motherfuckers that be like that little dick motherfucker. Okay. Right. So again, if she's into him, she's not going to see it as small. And that was the point, Charlize. The video, the guy was like, only women that like me see my dick is big. I fell out. I fell out. But I've had plenty of conversations with women after they done fucked this man for 5, 10 years. They leave talking about the little dick motherfucker. I be like, what? Huh? Wait a minute. You been with him what? How long? And now you complaining that his dick is little? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all attack these men's egos by going around calling their dick little after you've been with them for so long? The fuck? Zen said, I don't want to derail the topic. Never derailing the topic. Never derailing the topic. Coffee with friends, we switch up here, especially when somebody on here needs attention. We are never switching topics. This is how we do on Coffee with Friends. So Zen said, but just to wrap this up, I was diagnosed with ADHD a couple of years ago. Wow, Zen. I didn't know that. I thought, I never knew that. Right? Well, of course I didn't. It's only been a couple of years. And ever since, it's really been a journey ever since. Wow. What is ADHD like as an adult? I never think about ADHD in an adult. Zen said, the more I learn about ADHD and everything that it touches, I keep looking back at my life and I keep thinking about how different my life would have been if I had only been diagnosed sooner. I'm going to tell you something. There was a guy that I worked with at Morgan Stanley. Okay. And this is sad. It's sad, but it's good, right? Because so many of us ignore, don't want, let me tell, I got a lot of thoughts about the ADHD, right? But let me just go back to this, right? And this gentleman had twins, and him and his wife got divorced, and his twins were suffering in school. And the husband wanted to take the kids to get tested, right? Um, and the wife, I can't remember the story real clear. One of the parents had an issue with getting the kids tested and putting the kids on medication. I think ultimately they got the kids tested and they were diagnosed, but the one of the parents didn't want the children on medication and going to therapy. Years went by. One of the twins started lagging behind in school, got left back. All right. The father then wind up taking custody of the kids. I can't remember why. And then he went back to the doctor, had them diagnosed, put them in treatment. And he said to me, he said, let me tell you something, Robin. It was the best thing I could have did. When I look back, I should have did it sooner. All right. His kid, his one daughter was 1 year behind her twin sister because, you know, as he said, if they would have got the help sooner, then it would have been better, right? Because one child suffered with ADHD more than the other. All right. And so he was able to get the child help. And she eventually, when she graduated high school, both the sisters graduated high school. The one with the severe ADHD went to college in Vermont. They actually have universities, colleges that have ADHD programs. So people don't listen. I'm gonna tell y'all. I had my first granddaughter was tested. Right, my son didn't have no issue with her being tested. We couldn't figure out what was going on with her, and she was identified as ADHD. We didn't have no problems with that, right? And the reason was because she was struggling in school, and we had to figure out what was going on. I recommend, I push parents when they think something is going on with their children to please go get them tested. There is no shame in this, right? The sooner you know, the better the child's life experience will be, right? But this is where we have to educate ourselves. And so when I hear you say, Zen, if you had been diagnosed sooner, your life might have been different. Wow. And I think about that story that this gentleman told me at Morgan Stanley. And so this is a learned lesson. In this moment that Zen is sharing with us, this is a learned lesson for everybody on here who has children. And even checking in with your own mental health as an adult. It's never too late to get tested. If you can't figure out why you do the things you do, why you feel the way you feel, go get fucking tested. Right? We talk about our mental health and our physical health all the time on Coffee with Friends. It is important that we check in. It is. I saw a couple of videos where people posted on TikTok, this is how I was. This is how she was the day before she committed suicide. This girl was partying, jumping in, laughing, because sometimes you can't tell the pain that people are going through based on how they act on a daily basis. I did it. I wore a smile on my face. What does the song say? Fake it till you make it. I wore a smile on my face and was the life of the party, but hurting inside. Zen said the things that I did throughout my life to cope with my shortcomings, the things I did as a result of impulsivity, it could have all been handled so much better. But guess what, Zen? You can do that now, right? We can't go back and change things that has happened in our past. But what we can do is take it as a learned lesson, a knowledge base, and move forward and do better. As long as we got breath, we can always do better. Learn lessons. Zen says, so today I was listening to a podcast and this guy basically telling my whole life story in the first 10 minutes. I feel so seen right now, but in a good way. Got to be seen. We out here. Zen said, I could never articulate things before, but now I can finally put a name to it, put some things in perspective, and learn how to be better. Yes, I'm thankful for the opportunity to learn, and I know there are better things ahead, but today is a rough day, and that's okay. Do not go around today. Go through today. Work through every bit of those emotions. Be transparent with yourself. Okay, lean on your support system. Talk this shit out. Don't hide it. Let's see what IG is saying because they over here cutting up. All right. I love when people come on here and they are so transparent because it's nothing more comforting than knowing that you guys trust this space to be able to express some of your most personal and deepest thoughts and moments. And I appreciate that shit, right? Not for me, for all of us, right? So many times I have felt alone in the things that that I was going through. I felt like I was by myself. But it wasn't until I jumped on here and met y'all motherfuckers. Y'all are just as crazy as me and got shit going on. And not that I had pleasure in the fact that other people had shit going on, but I felt like, wow, like Zen said, I'm being seen. Like there's others like me. I'm not the only one feeling the way I feel. And that's why this show is so important to me. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that feel by themselves and don't feel seen. And we are here to make sure everybody feels seen. It's on my days off, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday and Tuesday. Okay. Then we'll still see you. Interior Root said, it's been so long. Shoots. I don't think I care either way, honestly, but I appreciate you asking. Okay, this is about the date. I am Jacinta says, sometimes surprise me and also look at my Pinterest boards to get ideas on how and what to plan for day night dates. See, this is, that's how I felt. Like some people jumped on and said, I want to be asked, and that's fine because I don't ever expect everybody to give the same exact answer, right? We're all different, right? And so for me, I am Jacinta. I feel like this. In these days and times, everybody's stalking your social media page. Don't lie. Y'all motherfuckers be scrolling through social media pages, all right? And so you could tell based on the conversations that we've had on the phone, the text that we've exchanged, my social media page, some of the things that I like, right? And so I feel like when you ask me to pick a place and tell you where I want to go and you'll meet me there, that's not to me a date. But that's me. Everybody's date definition might be different. Like I said, I'm a girly girl. I really am. As tough as I act, I am. And I want to feel like I need my man to treat me like a girly girl. I do. Plan a motherfucking date, yo, and pick my ass up. The fuck? Glamour said, hated that question. And also, where do you want to eat? Back and forth. Right. Don't ask me where the fuck I want to eat. I never know where I want to eat. You know I like seafood. Just drive to a fucking seafood restaurant. If you know I like seafood, you can never go wrong with some damn clams and oysters. Take my ass to a seafood restaurant and I'm going to be happy. All right? The fuck? Don't ask me what I want to eat. I never want to know. So Glamour said, can't stand it. If we have been talking, I am sure during the conversation what I like or dislike was talked about. And that's where I'm at, Glamour 47. I'm like, we've been talking on the fucking phone. Have you been listening? The fuck? See, I'm the type of bitch. You ask me what I want to do, I'll be like ice skating. I ain't have I didn't even have time to make coffee, y'all, because that walk of shame, I ran in late. The fuck? I got no behavior. I'm gonna drink this water. I'm gonna shower after though, y'all. Y'all can't listen. I'm in a good mood today. All right. Um, Yeah, you can't go wrong. Take me to a seafood restaurant or some shit. Don't fucking be asking me a million questions because I'm gonna be like, what you want to do? Ice skate? You ice skate? And they're gonna be looking at me like this bitch is crazy. Don't do it. Fancy K said, always an A for effort. However, it's always good to know something about what I like. I will appreciate whatever. Great point, Fancy K. I want to linger on that for a minute because I asked if the man plans a date, right? And you get to the event and it's not something you enjoy, what would your response or your reaction be? Right? And Fancy said, I always an A for effort. See, me too. I'm giving the motherfucker an A. I'm not big on comedy shows. It has to be a really good comedian. It can't be no lame ass comedian because I'll be like, I'm ready to go. I don't like boring ass comedy shows. Y'all know what I mean, right? Um, so if you take me somewhere, right? And it's not my thing, I'm still going to try to enjoy it because listen, A for effort. This motherfucker planned a whole date. I'm going to give him an A for effort. Chef, you said, I'm okay with his surprise, but he needs to also ask about my interest. If I don't enjoy it, I'll still thank him. But if he suggests going there again, it's a nope. It's a hard nope. And that's understandable. Key thing of what you said, I don't mind the surprises, but still tap into me to find out what my interests are. You don't need to wait until the first date to figure out what somebody is interested in, right? What the fuck are we talking about on the phone? Do people still talk on the phone to each other? I mean, I don't talk on the phone. I text most of the time, right? Every now and again he'll call and we'll talk, right? But that's if we got a lot to say that can't be typed or whatever. And other than that, I'm in his face. The fuck. Glamour said, if we are still in the questions and answers, then you were not paying attention, period. I'm dead. Um, okay. Zen said, I'm thankful for the opportunity to learn, and I know there will be better things ahead. But today, oh, I read that. Today is a rough day. Amazon said, morning, Zen, you are enough. You matter. You are loved. Yes, the I ams. Yes, manifest and talk positivity into yourself. I love it. Yes, protagonist is keeping up with my likes. If you have joined on IG, give me the hearts. Show me that you love me. All right. And if you have joined on YouTube, give me the like, the thumbs up. And if you're on Facebook, give me the like. Say some shit. Okay. Protagonist said women messed up this generation by chasing equality instead of equity. I need more on that, protagonist. What do you mean chasing equality instead of equity? I want to hear. I am Jacinta said, I love a good get dressed. We're going somewhere sexy tonight. Yes. Get dressed. I'm going somewhere sexy tonight. We are. I would love that too. I would. Angel said, as Zen, I was diagnosed in 2013. See? I love y'all motherfuckers. See, Angel been on the show for a long time now, and we didn't even know. We never talked about that. And we didn't know. And Zen, you came here today with your fucking truth, yo. And someone else on here shares your experience. And this is what I'm saying. We never know. Every topic we have brought to this show, somebody on here has come up and said, it fits me. Angel said at Zen, I was diagnosed in 2013. It was the best thing that ever happened. Wow. Hi, Sai Abdullah. You're not late. You're never late. Welcome in. So, Angel, can you tell me what your experience was like? Zen broke down what his experience was like, when he found out, and then he did a reflection of the things that happened in the past. And he started to think about how things could have been different if he was diagnosed sooner. So, Angel, did you go through that reflection and think about all the things that happened in your life growing up? that could have been different if you were diagnosed sooner? And then I would like to know what happened when you were diagnosed with ADHD as an adult. What are some of the things you changed in your life? And what are some of the experiences that you had that were good experiences now that you know that you have ADHD? I love this. Johnny Leon Hill said, understanding who you are and being able to put a name to what it is you're going through is so freeing. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all got me hot. You know, Johnny, come through. Come through. Y'all getting serious on here today. Where's my mother? She's still in bed. I need a paper towel. Y'all got me sweating. Y'all got me sweating, y'all. All right. Wait. It's so freeing. There is peace in knowing at Zen, we see you and we are here for you. I love y'all. For real. This is what we need. Angel said, I did cognitive behavioral acceptance and commitment and executive functioning therapies to help me manage my life with ADHD without meds. Sometimes I take a stimulant if I'm having a rough time. That's good to know. Cognitive behavioral acceptance and commitment and executive functioning therapies. How did you know to take those kind of therapies, Angel? Was that recommended by a physician? How did you know? I've never even heard of anyone at an adult stage take cognitive behavioral acceptance and commitment and executive functioning therapy. I've never heard of that. You just taught me something. Okay. Interior said, I don't think I ever expect him to pay. If he does, that's cool, but I'm always prepared to pay for me, and I don't mind paying for him either if we are in a relationship or headed that way. Got it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I always go out prepared too with my own money because, I never accept a date if I'm broke. I don't. I make sure I accept the date when I have money for several reasons. I need to make sure I could Uber back home. I need to make sure I could pay for my meal in case this motherfucker do some whack shit. Okay? And that's it, and that's all. So I hear you. Uhu said, me and my boo had fun in the shower before he went to work last night. We scrubbed each other with bath scrubs. Wait, Uhu, cuz wasn't you just on Coffee with Friends after dark? I can't with you. Wasn't you? Y'all remember Uhu? She's Securitas LSG. Y'all remember what she was talking about on Coffee with Friends After Dark. But y'all got to come to court. If y'all don't remember or y'all wasn't there, then too bad. You got to be there. Make sure you come next time. All right. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time in the shower. I am Jacinta said, question. During your youth season, would you want healing first or have peace? Peace. I'm going to say peace. I am Jacinta because when I came out of my last relationship, my mind was so hectic and I'm going to say something, and this is going to sound crazy, but it wasn't that, my heart was broken because I wasn't in a relationship anymore. That's not what was tearing me down, right? What tore me down was, how the fuck am I here again like this? How did I put up with some shit that I shouldn't have put up with? I was more mad at myself. I broke my own heart, right? And so because I was such in a confused state and everything seemed so noisy and I couldn't figure out what I needed to do next. Now that I was out of this relationship, the first immediate thing I needed was peace. And my mother bought me a singing bowl, which I have not hit in a while, which I'm going to start getting back to hitting. That singing bowl, I hit that shit multiple times a day until I had some peace. Once I had some peace and I was able to think clear, then I started my healing journey. I couldn't think to heal. I needed the peace. Great question. How about y'all? How about y'all? Zen said exactly at Angel. I feel the same way. I just read an article today in Bazaar. It was really a good article. The woman explained how ADHD is almost an epidemic among women right now. Wow. Yeah, wow. Wow. Anybody else on here got tested for ADHD or anything related to mental health? I'd be interested. I used to always think my son was bipolar. But I didn't start thinking that because, mental health in the black community was never spoken about. It wasn't. It was like a taboo, right? And it wasn't until I got older and my son was older and I started to learn different things about mental health. When I fell into a depression is when I started to learn because I was like, what the fuck? I used to come to work. I don't know if Zen noticed, but my other coworker, Rich, I remember he looked at me and he was like, get yourself together. I would be at my desk just crying. I remember we were in a meeting and we're in a meeting and I'm sitting next to Rich, my coworker, and he kicked me under the table and to let me know get myself together because tears was coming out of my eyes and I'm sitting in a conference room with people. I used to drive to and from work just crying I didn't know why I couldn't control it. It was uncontrollable, right? It was the most miserable thing in the world to me. I didn't understand what was going on until I went to my regular primary care physician and she said, "What's wrong with you?" And I busted out crying. And she was like, "Wait a minute. Have you been having these episodes lately?" And she put me on antidepressants. And I was on them for a couple of months and then I took myself off. You're not supposed to take yourself off of antidepressants, so don't do what I did. I took myself off, but I did go back to the doctor and they monitored me and I was fine. But I do pay attention to my mental health because now I know what it feels like. So when I feel myself going into a dark place, I, I do things like hit my singing bowl and meditate and whatever. It's hard. Pay attention to your mental health. All right. Interior Rue said, and I am Jacinta. That's a good question. I would have to say healing first so I can actually enjoy my peace. Okay. Hey, Miss Shalonda Ray. I am Jacinta said at Interior. I said that first, but then I was like, don't I need peace to heal? Well, that's where I'm at. I am Jacinta. I couldn't personally, but we're all different. I couldn't personally focus on healing until the noise stopped. I was too confused. I couldn't hear myself. I don't know if y'all have ever been that way, but when you're in like this whirl spin and I just needed everything to stay the fuck still. I needed some peace. And my mom doesn't work. And she's on a very limited income and she bought me the singing bowl that I wanted. It was not cheap. Okay? Peace was important to me. I needed it first. Healing came after, and I'm still in my healing season. I don't know how long that's going to be. It might be forever. I am Jacinta said, I am struggling because I think you definitely need both in your you season. You definitely need both, but you can't heal until you can hear yourself, in my opinion. And I can't hear. I need the peace so I can hear myself, right? Think about it. I'm going to put the question this way. Can you heal in the same space that broke you? Question. That's my question. Can you heal? Do you think you can heal in the same space that broke you? That's my question. Okay? That is my question. Hey, So Blessed 2021. Zen said, even though I'm not a woman, but I related so much to the article. Yeah, I get it. Zen said, I'm working on therapy now at Angel, trying to get into a better space and build my toolbox. And that's what we need to do, Zen. Nothing wrong with that. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. At Zen said, at Johnny, so thankful for your comments. Sai Abdullah said, laugh my ass off, walk of shame. What did I miss? Girl. Listen. I ain't even had time to make coffee. I just jumped on coffee with friends. Okay. Hmm. I'm just saying. Hey, Kazim, my little brother, my little big brother. Good morning. Um, so I said I love FaceTime. Okay. Zen said equity and equality are not the same things. Equity is greater than equality. Break it down for us. Break it down. Break it down. Hey, Brandilla. Good morning. Bourgeois is Girl Mew. Good morning. I am Jacinta said, agreed at Robin. We can't go back, but we can give ourselves grace now and deal with it one day at a time. Exactly. We can't go back and fix the things that we think we could have fixed, knowing what we know now. We can't go back, right? But we can apply those things to our lives as we're moving forward. And we can share our experiences with others so that they can build their toolbox, like Zen said, right? That's why I love Coffee with Friends, because so many times we come on here and we share. And a lot of us, we look at each other and we go, oh, she looks so strong, or oh, he looks so strong. And then when y'all get on here and break down the stuff that y'all go through, we realize that ultimately we're just motherfucking human. Good morning, Heart to Fire. Protagonist said equality means men and women each plan dates. Equity would have been men planning and women accepting. But when songs like Independent Women goes number one, it ain't a surprise things are different now. But Independent Women has nothing to do with you paying for a date. Independent woman means if my husband get hit by a bus, I can make sure the bills are paid in the house. Like this is how the wait a minute. This is how the fuck I look at independent women. See, I knew a woman whose husband died. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Whose husband died, and she ain't know how to pay bills. She ain't know where nothing was. See, that's not. No, independent woman to me does not mean that you standing in the front line doing every the fuck thing as a woman. It just means to me that if there is a need to exchange leadership roles throughout our relationship, I am in the position like if my husband loses his job, can the sister step up and cover us until he can get back in place? Yes. All right. Independent woman to me is if my husband gets sick and he can't pay the bills, can I hold the shit down? Yes. Independent to me is if my husband get hit by a bus, can I still survive? Yes. The fuck? If my husband decide that he don't want to be with me no more and he leave me, can I survive? Yes. Independent woman. Okay, that's what that means to me. It don't mean that because I'm shouting independent woman that means that I got to pay all the bills and I got to do everything. The fuck? I no, I'm an independent woman, but I'm a girly girl and I want to be able to submit. Yep, submit, not be a slave. Submit, right? But I'm still independent. I could be both. I want to be independent, submissive. The fuck, if that make any sense to y'all. Okay? Hey, Patricia Lawson. Good morning. I am Cinta said, I read a post that said, I heal more when I have people around me that are healing, growing, and like-minded people. Yes. I reposted something like that from Fucktology or Mindful Zones. One of those I follow. They post a lot of good stuff for the soul. And so it's true. If you are in your healing season, you don't need to be around toxic people. Now that's the shit. That's true. That's true. One of my friends constantly tells me, you have to stop letting people interrupt your healing season. And what does he mean by that? That's when I get sucked into a toxic situation and I start feeling bothered and I'm upset. And they said to me, stop it. You cannot heal if you allow toxic people to still be in your life and still bring you down that toxic path. It interferes with your healing. And when that happens, your healing goes on pause. I was like, damn. So I am Jacinta. I have to believe that healing is more, is better, is more when you are around other people that are like-minded and working on healing as well and growing. Right? Just saying. I am Jacinta said that hit hard because I am finding myself wanting to be around people that have been through some shit and how they grew from it. One of the reasons why I love Coffee with Friends, and I am Jacinta, is nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I have cleaned house a million times, meaning friends, people in general. If I get around people and over a period of time I start to figure out your ass is toxic, I exit left or right. Okay? Cuz I'm still healing and I got to keep that same energy. And so it's nothing wrong with being around people that's growing and healing. I love it. Um Zen said equality means each individual or group of people is given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognizes that each person has different circumstances and allocates the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome. Love it. Love it. We're being educated on here today. I know the walk of shame. I know. I didn't feel shame though. Why they call it the walk of shame? Because I don't feel shame. The fuck? I felt great. Shit, I came out like Lala. Y'all seen the Sound of Music? And when she was jumping around singing, in the sound of music, dancing around the grass and shit. That was me this morning leaving. I don't feel no fucking shame. The fuck? Hey, y'all, hey. The fuck? Y'all see me. Okay? What? Zen said, didn't she say she was bored with the dick? I'm not even, that's all I'm going to say. That's it and that's all. That's all I'm going to say. Didn't she say she was bored with the dick? Y'all know who we talking about. If you came to Coffee with Friends after dark, you know. If you don't know, come next time. The fuck? Um, Chef, you said, I can't heal in the same place that has broken me. I'm easily triggered. So there, bam. I asked the question, can you heal in the same place that broke you? Right? Chef, you said, no, I cannot. Anybody else answer that question? Glamour said, maybe a few more walks of shame will help you get through your healing season. I'm for that shit. Ghost said, yes, she did say that. Okay. Okay, because I'm trying to figure some shit out. Now, this morning, they scrub-a-dub-dubbing in the shower together, looking, sounding all fucking happy with some fucking body scrub. I'm confused. The fuck? I'm confused. That's what she said. Johnny said, at I am Jacinta, I think peace can come through healing. That too. That too. Amazon 46 Triple D said, like my mother always said, never leave home to go out on a date or anywhere without your Vex money. Just in case the person that takes you out acts up and acts and puts you out, you can be out. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I am Jacinta. That's deep. Stop letting people interrupt your healing season. I was told that several times this year. Stop that. When you are in your healing season, you have to remove yourself from toxic people. You do. And sometimes those people are close to you and it might hurt, but you got to. You can't heal in the same space that broke you, and you can't heal around toxic people. So then that goes back to the question of peace and healing, right? Let's go back to that question. If some of us are saying you cannot heal in the same space that broke you, and then we're asking the question, do we need peace first or healing first? What do y'all think? You can't heal in the same place that broke you, so you need to leave. That's the start of your peace. Peace comes first, in my opinion. Because if you could heal in this space without peace, then what's stopping you? Right? You cannot heal in the same space that has broken you. You can't. So you leave to get that peace. This is the space that broke you. This is you leaving to get that peace so that you can begin your healing journey. That's why I think peace comes first, right? Ghost said, and I got that from a song. There's a song. I don't know the name of it, but it's a whole fucking song that talks about you cannot heal in the same place that broke you. Look the shit up. Okay. Right, protagonist. Protagonist is with me. Can't start healing until you find peace. I believe that. That's just my opinion though, right? Angel said I went to a psychiatrist because I had anxiety. He told me I had anxiety because of the ADHD. He said if he treated the ADHD, the anxiety would resolve. He told me it would even be more effective with therapy. Yeah, I need to go to therapy too. I don't know if I got ADHD, but I do suffer anxieties really, really badly. I've learned to cope, you know, to deal with them. I've learned to cope, but for a long time, my anxieties kept me from doing a lot of things, and it was very challenging after the pandemic because the pandemic added to my anxieties, and it got to a point that when I met Maria, my homegirl that I hang out with all the time now, when you see me jumping around the city, she started inviting me out to the city. And I would say to myself, oh my God. And I would say to her, girl, I need a place that has a bathroom that where I could go to the bathroom because my anxieties triggered bathroom, pee, shit, whatever. It's terrible and it's not, and I can't control it, right? And so I had to live with that. And for years, I was embarrassed. Now I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'm not embarrassed anymore. Listen, I'll be like, listen, I have anxieties. I can't go to a place that don't have bathroom in case my anxieties act up. I need to be able to use the bathroom. Even when I go walk my 4 miles in the park that I walk at has restrooms. Okay. I'm very conscious about that. That is something I I didn't understand the commercial when the lady was dragging the toilet behind her and feeling bad because she didn't want to go out with her friends because she always have to use the bathroom. That's how I started to feel. Yep. Because I didn't have through all of my upper GIs and my colonoscopies and all the tests that I took, I don't have irritable bowel syndrome. I don't have any of those things. It's just my anxieties. Right. And so my doctor, I take lorazepam as needed, but my doctor is like, you need to go to therapy. He's not going to keep writing me prescriptions for lorazepam unless I go to therapy. And so that's why I had asked on here one time if anybody knew a therapist. I didn't identify with my last couple therapists, so I just stopped going. But I do need to find a new one. They better not diagnose me with no other shit, because Lord knows I probably got some other shit too. But so far through all the testing that I've done, it's just anxiety. So, pray for me, y'all. I am managing it. I've learned to live with it. All right. But it's still an inconvenience. It is. Um, Hearts of Fire said ADHD used to be more so dominated by males, specifically young black. So when I met an adult counselor, female diagnosed with ADHD, I was floored. So now that Zen says that tides have turned, well, Hearts of Fire, not only Zen, Angel says she was diagnosed with ADHD in 2013. So there you go. All right. Kazim said, without peace, your healing process may be difficult to handle. So you got to heal and it will bring you a lot of peace. Not my brother dropping deuces and gems. Yes. Y'all know I got 4 brothers. I'm the only girl. Well, from my dad. Hey, Bally Boss. You said, wait. Go say he was eavesdropping and heard her comment and surprised her with a new moving dick. Yeah. Yes, he said, fuck that. She done told the world my dick is boring. The fuck? Damn it. Sorry, mom. Listen, my mom know this is Coffee with Friends. We separate the mother and daughter relationship when it comes to the show, right? After the show, we go back into that mode. But this is my show. Heart to Fire says, sound crazy thinking that could be the foods that we have been consuming. I don't know, y'all. But I think a lot of motherfuckers got ADHD. Seriously. I don't know. Sai Abdullah said, what if you can't escape the space that broke you when you're trying to heal? That's a good one. What if you can't escape the space that broke you when you're trying to heal? I need an example of a space you can't escape. Because, baby, I can escape just about any other space. I mean, when my mama locked the doors in the house, put the chain on, and I was about 7 months pregnant, and she told me I couldn't go fuck outside, I jumped out the window. I create space. I know how to leave. The fuck? What kind of space can we get out of it? Not only did I jump out the window, but I ran from Springfield Boulevard all the way to Laurelton. I was living by the Springfield High School. Okay. And I ran all the way to 224th Street in Merrick Boulevard in Queens. All right. So anybody know that area? Some of y'all are on here. I went to school with y'all. Y'all know that area really well. Who the fuck can escape? I need an example, side. That's deep. What if you can't escape the space that broke you when you're trying to heal? Baby, you got to try to heal anyway, but that got to be hard. Ghost said, my baby Fancy on her way to being one of the best therapists ever. Yes, let's go, Fancy. I love it. Come through. Hey, Sapphire Music. Interior Rue said, at Ghost, I concur. She will be one of the best ever to do it. I love it. Do it. We need it for this show. We already have a life coach on here. We have an HR executive on here. And now we'll have a therapist on here. I love it. We need it. We need it. Hey, Mishi Poo, good morning. Heart to Fire said, P.S. My oldest son, who is 34, was diagnosed at 8. Try to find a black male counselor for him in those days. Didn't exist. Well, that's the problem. I ultimately, right, it didn't exist, right? And then some years ago, I tried to find a black therapist and none of them took insurance. None of the black therapists took insurance. And I was like, what in the fuck? Why do y'all think they don't take insurance? They don't get paid enough? The fuck? So I just didn't have a therapist. Because I can't afford to pay them out of my pocket straight the fuck up. I just can't. Johnny Leon Hill said, I think you can and should heal in a place that you've been broken. It doesn't mean that you have to be around the people that contributed to you being broken. Okay? Sai Abdullah said, that is so true. Remove toxic and be around like-minded. That is what's working for me. It is. I had to remove what was toxic in my life. I did. Because even when it was there and I was trying to heal, the demands that the toxicity needed was pulling me out of my healing season, right? I couldn't do it. I had to separate myself. Okay? Protagonist says, I believe we can heal where we were broke only if we commit to growth. Okay? So if you're in a relationship, right, with your wife or your husband, right, and they're toxic and you're in a miserable relationship, how are you going to heal without leaving the person? I'm asking. Hey, Coach Donovan. Kazim said you have to, because you have to talk to people will only bring you back to the same frame of mind that you was in. I never give you peace in understanding. True. Now, if you are around toxic folks that don't give the peace and the understanding, but you expect to heal and you still fucking with the toxic people, what are you going to get out of it? Without healing, there's no peace. Without peace, there's no healing. You need both. Come on, Kazim, dropping gems in the fuck here today. What? Now, y'all ain't never seen this brother on my show before. Have you ever been on? Maybe once, right? But he came on and he dropping gems today. All right. Your dad would be proud. Hey, Empress 1111. All right, ma'am. Ma'am, you're right. I did choose peace to do my healing. See, some people choose peace before they enter in their healing. But whatever works for you, right? Whatever works for you. Thank you, protagonist. I appreciate that, right? I'm off today. I ain't got to work. I'm off today, but I do need to re-rinse my hair with some co-wash because I'm getting my hair done today because wedding activities. The wedding is tomorrow, y'all. I don't know why I'm nervous. I mean, I'm so happy for her. I am. The wedding is tomorrow. This shit been in planning for 2 years. 2 years. It felt like we had so much time. And yet here we are. The wedding is tomorrow. I know. Empress 1111 said, I had anxiety, but my therapy journey was not working for me. I took it upon myself with strength to heal. Therapy just dragged it. Well, that was the experience, Empress, that I was having with the therapist I had. I felt like it wasn't helping me. It was just dragging it out. And I mean, I know, and people kept telling me sometimes it takes years, but I was like, I just didn't feel like I'm connecting with my therapist. It's not working for me. You know, I still didn't know what triggered me. I had to learn the things that trigger me, right? And now, even now, in learning that, and that was so long ago, right? When anxiety was identified as my issue. I'm still learning what my triggers are. And on top of learning what my triggers are, when I'm triggered, I'm learning not to blame the person that triggered me unless they have triggered me before and I've let them know that that triggers me and they keep doing it. That's when I'm going to cut your ass off because you're toxic. But if you trigger me and you didn't know that was a trigger for me, what I am learning is to let you know, listen, I know that you said whatever you said to be light, but it's a trigger for me. I've been through some things, and this is where I'm at in my life. I'm honest with people. That triggered me. That upset me. It's not your fault. It's something that I'm dealing with, but I need you to know it's a trigger. We are responsible for our triggers, right? And we are responsible to let other people know what has triggered us so that they don't do it again. Okay? Empress said, exactly. They push meds and I stopped taking them to heal the correct way. And that's why I stopped taking it. They had me on Zoloft and I stopped after 3 months because I was like, okay, I'm still feeling shitty, but just feeling shitty drowsy. Like the meds to me, I'm not a pill taker, right? I'm not a pill popper at all. I'm not. When the doctor had to write me a refill prescription for lorazepam, he looked up and he said, your last prescription was in 2014. Yep. I don't take it. I'll drink some whiskey first. The fuck? I am Jacinta said, Robin, that's me too. I get high anxiety, especially flying on planes, baby. The plane, the airport restrooms are my friend before I get on the plane. Okay? My stomach flips about 3 to 4 times before I get on the plane. It's a nightmare. Okay. And it messes up my stomach so bad. My therapist has helped me so much. I'm Jacinta. That's me to this day. To this very day, when I'm flying, I get up in the morning and I'm on the toilet from the morning in my house. And then I get to the airport and I'm on the toilet. That's why I like to get to the airport 2-3 hours early because I want to get to my gate and I want to get a seat that's not far from the bathroom because I can't help it, y'all. It just is what it is. Right? Right. Sai, I didn't forget about y'all on Facebook. If you on Facebook, give me the like. Because, Sai, you giving me all the love on Facebook. A lot of motherfuckers on Facebook just be scrolling by like they don't see me. Hi, I'm here. The fuck? I'm here. Kev SD, Sai, Juanita every now and again jumps on Facebook. A couple of you guys jump on Facebook and Shalice jumps on Facebook. So I appreciate you motherfuckers. I do. Give me the like. I am Jacinta said, when I go places, I make sure I know where the bathroom is at because it happens at random times. Baby, let me tell you something. I went to an event in Queens. Drove to this event, was dressed all fly and shit. Okay. Soon as I parked my car, my stomach flipped. It happens when I'm going to new events and I'm by myself and I don't know the people. A lot of things trigger my anxieties. It's weird, y'all. Right? I get into the place before I can really talk to anybody. I'm like, where is the bathroom? Okay. I go to the bathroom. It's only one bathroom, unisex bathroom. I blew that shit the fuck up. All right. I didn't have those, now they got the little droppy things that you could drop in the toilet to keep the bathroom smelling fresh when you shit. I got that now because AG bought me 2 different bottles because I always got to shit, y'all. So he bought me bottles to carry with me because I be so embarrassed. I'm telling you. But so I understand. I know. I feel you. All right. I understand. Georgie said disconnect from the space mentally. Johnny Leon Hill said, that's good at Angel, treating the root cause and not just the symptom. Knowing why you are having anxiety and treating that can kill most, if not all of the other symptoms that the root issue causes. I love it. I love it. Sai Abdullah says someone may not be able to escape the space they're in depending on their finances or simply the deterioration of their mindset and optimism keeping them bound to the space. Deep. Even situations like domestic violence, we look at it from the outside, but we don't know what it's like to be stuck yet desiring peace. And I know someone who is in a domestic violent relationship, tried to leave, got sucked back in, gets sucked back in every damn time. They still there. Abuse. Right? Abuse. And you know the sad thing is, like, I started to in the beginning, I didn't understand her. I was like, why the fuck don't you leave? Because see, me, I'm that bitch. I will pack up a whole house and you'll come home and I'll be like, don't abuse me. Don't fucking abuse me. I will leave you. But that's me. But there are some people that are mentally deteriorated. They don't have the strength to leave the space that broke them or is breaking them. They're stuck. Right? Think about it. I'm going to give you an example. What about the kids that get abused by their parents? And you still see them loving up on their parents. You be like, what? That motherfucker abuses you, but you still love that bitch? The abuser and the person that's being abused both need therapy. It becomes normal, I think, for the person that's being abused. That's deep, Sai Abdullah. How does a person heal in a space that they may not be able to escape? I don't know. That's deep. My cousin, when she was being abused, she finally went to a shelter after she lost all her teeth. After he knocked out all her teeth, she finally went to one of those abuse shelters and got herself free. But she probably could have did that years before, but mentally she was stuck. Just like Sai said. It took her to have no teeth. Kazim said, love you, sis. About to go to work. Keep doing what you're doing, healing yourself and also healing others. Love it. Enjoy your work day. Yes, I am Jacinta. Mimi's wedding day is tomorrow. She's been busy. It's been 2 years in the planning. She's very OCD. She's very organized. And so it'll be a beautiful day. 2 years in the planning. All right. Yes, Zen. I absolutely. Zen says, so wait, you still got sex juice on you? Can you smell it? I mean, I don't know about y'all. This is a coffee with friends after dark moment, but I love the way my I love the way my shit smell. And I love the way my shit tastes. I'm just saying, I do. Like, when y'all have sex and shit, I'm grown. It's Wednesday and it's my show. When y'all grown and shit, you could talk about anything you want. When you have sex and then you take the eggplant out and then you put it in your mouth. That's the best part. Baby, I love tasting me. I don't know about y'all. So yes, the sex is still on me and it smells mighty good. Thank you, Zen. I just to say, where's Mimi been? Tell her we miss her on Coffee with Friends, managing her wedding, trying to stay sane. Sai Abdullah said, I never had anxiety. The way I've had it this past year and a half promoted from working. I dated someone last year who was so toxic. It was bringing out the worst parts of me that I worked on. I cut that ass off. AWFFF. No, ma'am. Got to. It changes you. Like, I'm telling you, if y'all look back at my videos from a year ago, not a year ago, we need more than a year, 2 years ago, you will see a different me. than you see today. I have a different energy than you saw 2 years ago to today. My energy is different. My skin is different. I feel different, right? Because why? I got that fucking peace and I started to heal. And I still got a long way to go. Right, Sai Abdullah. I don't give a fuck. No one is worth my peace. And period. I had to learn that though. Johnny Leon Hill said, if you are in a place that's making you miserable, you have to be honest with yourself and with your person. You have to be responsible for your own happiness, even in your marriage. And hopefully through truthful conversation and maybe therapy can better your situation from being broken to being a blessing. But that is contingent on the other person's willingness to take that journey with you. But if they don't, you are still responsible for you and keep growing regardless. Don't let the other person control your happiness or growth. And that part. And that motherfucking part. That part. Don't let a person control your happiness or your growth. That's not love. That is not love. Love me and let me be me. Pat said you can heal in the same space. When you do, you have unbreakable strength. A little off topic, never off topic. Today is question and opinions day. We talking about anything. But when I gave up smoking, I bought 2 packs of cigarettes, put them on my counter and never opened or smoked them. I never looked back. Wow. That was interesting. Okay. All right. I know. Sai Abdullah. Get Zen, because Zen don't have. Zen just say whatever the fuck. But he right, though. The sex juice is there. I know, Mishi Boo. I'm sorry. I will definitely. You know I'm a picture person. I'm a share pics. The fuck. Y'all know I'm a share pics. And listen, did I say the other day when I share my pics, y'all, none of y'all motherfuckers better come in my inbox talking no shit. You know how I said I'ma share pics, right? And y'all see me in a pic with a man. Nobody better jump in my inbox talking about he wanted to lick your coot in the 8th grade. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing about what he wanted to do with y'all or when he reached out to y'all or if he jumped in your inbox, right? He in my box now. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. Don't jump in my inbox and be messy. The fuck. This is why you try to keep things quiet and keep things hush. But I'm going to a wedding and it might be a picture or 2 or 3 or 50. I don't know. Stay out my inbox with the negativity. The fuck. All right. Yes, I am just to let Johnny Hill know that, he always the fuck shows up. He do. He do. Sai said, listen, when I finally get some, I ain't showing for a week. I ain't showering for a week. Right? Exactly. So don't be looking at me all strange because I'm still sitting here with my juices on. This is like, I'm still living in the moment, y'all. I'm still living in the damn moment. But with that, y'all, it is 9:23 and I got to wash this naps. I got to wash these naps. I got to rinse these naps out. All right. The fuck. I said I got to rinse these naps out, but I guess I might shower. After I take a couple of more whiffs and sniffs. I just love it. I do. Interior Rue said people do be coming with the BS after they see someone else happy. I hate that. Yup. That's why I'm putting a disclaimer out now because see, FYI, I'm a bitch. Right? But I'm trying to be nice. I'm a nice bitch. I'm a bitch when I have to be a bitch, but I'm really a nice person. I'm a cool person. But don't fucking come in my inbox with no stupid shit. I don't care. The fuck. I gotta go. I gotta wash my hair. My mother has an 11 o'clock appointment. I have a 12 o'clock appointment. And y'all know what it's like. If I took this hair wrap off, y'all would be like, oh yeah, you better go. Cause y'all see what's hanging out here. Okay. Actually, I washed it, but I want to rewash it because I've been sweating. I want to co-wash it real quick so that it's really fresh when she touched my hair, because who knows? I've been rolling around sweating last night. I mean, this morning. The fuck? Whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. The fuck. But anyway, y'all, the link is in my bio. Make sure you will follow me across all my platforms: Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube. If you go to YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe and you hit that bell. I do Coffee with Friends after dark once a month. That's my goal. And it only is streamed on YouTube. All right. So if you're not following me on my YouTube channel, please make sure you go and you subscribe and you hit that bell so that you don't miss Coffee with Friends after dark. All right. Other than that, you know me. The one thing I say all the time on here is love up on your brothers and sisters, right? A lot of us got a lot of shit that we got going on. Give each other grace, y'all. We are not perfect. All right. The one thing that we need to do is heal. Find peace, right? We are healing from a lot of shit, right? A lot of shit. Generational shit, new shit, just shit, right? Give each other grace, right? But if you are surrounded by people that are toxic, give yourself grace and remove yourself from that environment, because you know what? Baby, that's not what we need. We need peace and love. That's what we need. No reason for people to be toxic, right? If they are toxic, leave them over there. All right? Leave them over there. Oh, chef, you, my outfit and my hair. I can't wait either. I have my dress altered and all kind of stuff. The shit. Listen, I've been munching. The dress better zip the fuck up because they altered the dress to fit me like I told the lady, I was like, ma'am, can you give me some breathing room in my waist? Right? And so I think she gave me a little bit, but baby, I have a weakness for chips and shit. And so this is going to be interesting. All right. It's going to be interesting, but I will post the pictures. All right. And with that, y'all, I know I can't wait for them shits either. And with that, y'all, I'm going to put y'all out on some motivational vibes that I give y'all, because, even in the music, there's a message. What? You can still go, Zen. Yes. No matter how low you feel, no matter how you woke up this morning, you know that you can still go. That's the point. That's the message here. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway, there's a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. What? Bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Get this message, y'all. This energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Whatever you are going through, whatever mental challenges you have in your life right now, work through them shits. Go through them shits. Get therapy. Do what you need to do. But know that you can still go. And with that, I'm gone for now, but never forever, y'all. Peace. Hey. You got a mind. But even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say fake it till you make it. You know them tears and you smiling on the outside? That part. Take the worst I say, turn them to a game. Take the best I say, put them on display. What? Hey! Never slow yourself down. You could do some more. Get this message. Hey, and even when you feel slow, and even when there's no hope, I never answer to no, man, I still go. Peace.